the stories this castle could tell. Witness to more than 300 years of stories, and one epic yarn about the building of a nation. In the long memory of Highclere Castle, one year stands out, 1866. And among its many visitors, one name stands out. He was one John A. Macdonald.
He would have arrived here, been quite cold, not a good time of year, a great big fire roaring in the library and one next door. They'd have gone for some walks around the gardens.
Lady Carnarvon's home might best be known as the setting for Downton Abbey, but in its diaries and letters, she discovered an intriguing Canadian chapter.
I was just so excited. I just couldn't believe it. I thought, how lucky are we to have something so momentous taking place in this library, round the dining room table. So these are the main stairs which go up to many of the bedrooms. So I'm sure that all your founding fathers walked up these stairs.
It was here that some of those founding fathers made the final compromises on the making of Canada. Their host then was Henry Herbert, the 4th Earl of Carnarvon, and the Secretary of State for the colonies.
The time for union is now. I ask you to take the dare.
After the conferences at home on Confederation, there was to be a final London conference before a bill on the Canadian Union goes to the British Parliament. John A. Macdonald would again be the star, but he arrived in London months late, dividing his time between the Westminster Palace Hotel, where he chaired the conference, and the Athenaeum, a gentleman's club. This, by many accounts, had been for him a heavy drinking year. The other crucial character, Lord Carnarvon. Much of the cajoling happened in his library. Discussions by the fire would go on for hours. Macdonald, Cartier, and others contemplating the kind of country Canada could be.
So he was without doubt the expeditious driving force in the middle to bring people together to take it forward. So this is your country in 1864.
They imagined the railway, talked minority education rights. Absent, though, was the voice of Canada's First Nations.
And it hasn't really changed since John A. was here. Same carpet, same table, same chairs.
Here, Carnarvon and Macdonald would become lifelong friends. There was, though, the matter of Macdonald's drinking, noted in the Lord's diaries. But their work went on, and finally, on February 12th, Lord Carnarvon introduced the Canada Bill at Westminster, while Macdonald watched. "We are laying the foundation of a great state," he told lawmakers, "perhaps one which at a future day may even overshadow this country."
And there's a note from John A. Macdonald, who was sitting in the gallery listening to Lord Carnarvon, who made a speech for an hour and a half about the wonders of Canada and what he was proposing. And John A. Macdonald thought it was a wonderful speech.
Just 4 days later, Macdonald sealed his heady time here with another union at London's St. George's Church. Susan Agnes Bernard became his second wife. On the certificate, his signature appears again. For Canada, this would be the more crucial document. The British North America Act passed quietly, with little debate.
Inside you can see Lorraine Levault.
Queen Victoria gave royal assent on March 29, 1867. It wasn't yet Canada as we know it, but had many of its fundamentals. The original lives in the Act Room of the Parliamentary Archives.
I hesitate to use it, but it's kind of awesome because, as I say, the document means so much to people, and having responsibility for its custody is, I guess, in many ways a privilege.
On July 1st, Canada was created. John A. Macdonald was knighted, and on the true story of the final compromises, the castle still holds the secrets. Nala Ayed, CBC News, Newbury, England.